Pinball Randy here with Randy's Pinball, and today we're going to be working on this Bally Star Trek from 1978. A lot of you will recognize this table as one lives in my shop. This is actually one of my favorite Ballys. I've loved the theme of it for always. Somebody did a Mirror Universe version of this table where it's got the Mirror Universe artwork and the shooter rod, shooter lane is actually on the left instead of on the right. Someday I'd love to replicate that, but we're not there yet. So today we're going to go through this table. Everything on it is mostly working. Needs a good shop job. Needs everything adjusted. We're going to replace the drop targets. I'm going to put LEDs in it. I've got a really nice blue and yellow Titan rubber kit that I'm going to put on here. Clean everything up really well and wax it. We're also going to rebuild the flipper mechs. As you can see, they're well beyond their lifespan. So we're going to replace all those parts, re-sleeve everything. This will be a really nice table when we're done. I'm going to have to repin a few connectors. And other than that, it's going to be pretty much par for the course on these Ballys. New flipper bats. As you can see, this flipper bat right here is broken. This is actually really common on pinball machines. People just don't notice. And the thing is, with this broken, you're losing a lot of your flipper strength because all of this gives. And as it gives, it absorbs power. So it'll be flipping quite a bit harder when we're done. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys soon. I've pointed this out before, but it's worth repeating. If you're working on these Bally tables especially, when you're ready to do the work on the bottom side of the playfield, flip it over. It's so much easier this way, because now I have unfettered access to all of the flipper mechs, all of the bulbs, everything I need to re-sleeve, the drop targets, all of it. It's all right here up in the open, and this is such a time saver. Plus, it's just easier on your back than working on it upside down. So stay tuned, and we'll get more done. I wanted to take a quick moment to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about your flipper component wear. These have been on here for a long time, so they're a really good example. This is the original coil stop off of this Bally Star Trek. And as you can see, it's kind of beat down around here, and you may not be able to see it, but it's caused a lip on the edge. It's actually really sharp. You could cut your finger on it. And then this is the new one, and it's nice and smooth. This is your coil stop, and it's smooth here. And then you come over to the plungers, and here's the original plunger. See the shape? See how it kind of matches this perfect and everything just fits in? This is hammered. They're both just hammered. Here's what it's supposed to look like. See that little convex tip there? Little rounded tip, rather. And so what happens is, over time, this slams into the coil stop and hammers it flat. And in doing so, it changes the stroke of your flippers, and it makes everything sloppy. So we're going to replace all of that. We're going to replace the bushings, the end of stroke switch, the sleeve, all of it. It'll all be brand new when we're done. So stay tuned. Pinball Randy here with Randy's Pinball, and we're all finished up with the Bally Star Trek. We replaced all of the lights with LEDs. Went with my purple and yellow Titan rubber kit. I threw in some black rings instead of blue this time. Thought that it would change it up just a little bit. You can kind of see those. But we've got blue everywhere else and yellow for the flippers. New sheet of glass, new ball. Everything's been rebuilt on it. Brand new drop targets. As you can see, she's running like a top. If you need your pinball machine straightened out, give us a call at 865-266-0600, or you can find me on social media as Pinball Randy or Randy's Pinball Repair. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned. Bye-bye. I don't usually talk about the clients who own the tables, but I'm going to make an exception today. Today's client is a hit country music songwriter. As you can see by the accolades on his walls, he's probably written a lot of songs that you've heard. He and I both grew up very similarly in the country music industry. Our dads were very similar in what they did. But he kept up with the business, and I moved on in a different direction. So enjoy the view today and check out these trophies.